Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, I figured we'd do something a little different. I made a tier list of all the games that meant something to me in my past, and I'm just going to rate them and see where they go. If you like this, let me know in the comments, and I might do more of these. All right, let's go. The first one is Lunar Superstar. My phone's no... Oh, my goodness. Anyway, Lunar Superstar. It was a great game, very beautiful. It had full animated cutscenes of anime. Lovely, I loved it. The story was lovely. Very underrated game. Not a lot of people have played it, and that shocks me. If you are a JRPG fan, then you should play this. Go play it now. And number two is Eternal Blue, Lunar Eternal Blue. Number two. It's a great game too. It's just as good as the first one. I'm gonna put it up here. Beautiful games. Play them. I recommend them. Great games. Next is Final Fantasy VI. This game is the game that did it all. It made me a gamer. It made me love games, love RPGs, JRPGs. It made me fall in love with the Final Fantasy series. So this is going up there. My all-time favorite game, Final Fantasy VI. Now you know. And Tales of Berseria. Okay, hear me out. A lot of people don't like this game, but when I was bored and I saw that it was on sale, I picked it up. I didn't know what it was, and I loved the fact that you play as a villain. I loved the plot. It was a really interesting plot, and because of that, I'm gonna put it at B. There was a few things that they could have changed about it, but yeah, I loved it. Another game, okay, Digimon Cyber Sleuth. Not a lot of people talk about this game. I got it when it was on sale. I didn't know anything about it, but I wanted to try it out, and I loved it. It was a great game. I recommend it. Now, the controls are a little clunky, especially when you're exploring like the cities and stuff. Very clunky controls, but overall, a very fun game. I'm gonna put it at A. I would play it again. Now, the second one was great. Not as great as the first one. I'm gonna put it at B. Still had clunky controls. Now, Silent Hill 4. Alright, I'm playing this game now. I haven't beat it yet, so I really have no right rating it. But when I was a kid, I started playing it, and it's one of those games that I didn't get to beat, but it was always in the back of my mind, like, why is he in the room? I need to play this game again. I need to find out. So I'm really glad I picked up the game again, and I'm going to find out why he's trapped in a room. I'm going to put it at A. For now, it might go to S after I beat the game. Who knows? Silent Hill 2. Now, this is a very fun Silent Hill. I played this game for my channel. Really fun. I put it with A. Recommend anybody that likes horror games play that game. I'm sure you already played the Silent Hill game, so. Condemned. This is a very underrated horror game. Now, one of my favorite horror games, though, and I recommend you playing it. It's gonna go with A's. A great horror game. Fatal Bullet. Not a lot of people like Fatal Bullet, and hear me out. I don't like shooters at all, but this game, I started playing it, and I couldn't stop until I beat it. So because of that, it's gonna go to B. Very fun game. Pokemon Red. It is my first Pokemon game, and it's going to S. Great game. Got me into Pokemon. If you haven't played the old school Pokemon games, I recommend them. Legend of Zelda's Ocarina of Time. Now this game is really fun. I spent hours playing it, and since I was riding Epona, I'm gonna put it at S. Breath of the Wild. Oh man, this game held my attention for longer than a year. I would not play any other games until I got over this game. I put every other game on the shelf, and I just wanted to play Breath of the Wild, so that's gonna go to S tier. Xenoblade 2, and that is one of the games I put on the shelf because I was too busy playing Breath of the Wild. I just beat this game not too long ago, and it had me in tears. It's such a good story, good plot, and is it A or S? S tier, because it's so good. Such a good story. Wave Race. Everybody's like, Wave Race? What? When I was a kid, I spent hours playing this with my siblings, and I enjoyed it. It was really fun. I'm gonna put it at B though. Really fun racing game. Here's another racing game. Very underrated. I love this game. Diddy Kong Racing. Who has played Diddy Kong Racing? It is so good. Very fun. Sometimes I even played it by myself. It was so fun. Very underrated. I put it at B though. I really want them to make a number 2. They probably never will, though. Yoshi Story. Okay, look, guys. I never owned a console when I was a kid. My brother had Super Nintendo and regular Nintendo, and I was only allowed to play it when he wanted me to play it. So, for Christmas, I got my Nintendo 64 and Yoshi Story. And it was so great. I was playing it, and just because of that, it's an S. It's an S. Super Metroid. This game was so fun. I was playing it. I never beat it though because I got to this part where I was stuck in like a wall and I couldn't get out. But I would play this game over and over again, and just because of that, it's S. Earthbound. Oh gosh. When I was a kid, we never owned Earthbound, but we would rent it. Every weekend we'd rent it, and we'd try to beat it, and we'd get pretty far, and then we'd have to go bring it back to the rental store, and we'd pray no one deleted our save. And of course, every time somebody deleted our save. But because of that, it's S tier. ActRaiser, fun game, ahead of its time. I think it was ahead of its time. I actually have this game boxed up in my collection. Full game in the box, manual and everything. Love it. I'm gonna put it A tier. Cause I would play it again. I would definitely play it again. SimCity SNES. No, hear me out. I'm gonna put it at C tier, but I played it so many times as a kid, and I always destroy cities with Koopa. I think it's Koopa. But yeah, it was such a fun game. Draken. This game I spent hours playing, and I never once thought it was a terrible game. I go and play it now, and I'm just like, what is this? It definitely didn't, stand up to the times, but very fun game. I'm gonna put it at C though. I love going back and just listening to the monsters sounds and stuff. Banjo is another game I got with my Nintendo 64 for Christmas, and I played a lot of it. I'm gonna put it at A though. It's a very fun game though. Outlast. Okay. I was in need of a good horror game, and I saw this and I was like, okay, I'll get it. I didn't really know what it was about. Scared the crap out of me though. I'm gonna put it A. Really fun game. Mario 2. Alright. I didn't like this game as much, but I still played it a lot. I'm gonna put it at A, because Mario 3 is, in my opinion, way better than Mario 2, and that's an S tier. And then, of course, Mario World, which my mom didn't like games, and she wouldn't play any games but Mario World. She played that game with us, and it's gonna go in the S tier. Citizens of Earth is a game I got free on PlayStation. I didn't know what it was about, but it reminded me a lot of Earthbound, and I loved the story. Very silly. Loved the characters. I'm gonna put it A. Now, number 2 is not the greatest. They changed the fighting style, and it didn't remind me of Earthbound anymore. I didn't like it. SteamWorld Dig. It's another game I got free on PlayStation. I didn't really think much of it until I started playing it, and I got addicted to it. Very fun gameplay. I'm gonna put this at A. Very fun, very addicting. Too short of a game though. I wanted it to be longer. SteamWorld Dig 2 is fun, but not as fun as the first one. I'm gonna put that at B. Yeah, very fun game though. Ni no Kuni. Who hasn't played Ni no Kuni? If you haven't, you need to play it. It's such a beautiful, captivating game. So wonderful. If you love JRPGs, what are you doing not playing this game? I'm gonna put it at A. Really beautiful game. PT. Alright, hear me out. A lot of people don't like PT. I just got my PlayStation. It's nighttime, it's storming out, it's cold, it's winterish time, and I saw this and I had no clue. I didn't even know it was a horror game. I just downloaded it in middle of night, started playing it. It's so creepy. I have good memories. Very fun game. I'm gonna put it at B, because, no, actually, A. It's an A game for me. I would play PT over again. Now, they have done a lot of PT clones, but they could never do it like PT. Final Fantasy VII is a good game. Not the greatest Final Fantasy game out there. Before you get angry, hear me out. Now, it had some really good moments. It was a good game, just not the best. I'm gonna put it at A, because it was a great game. Very traumatizing sometimes. Very fun. Pokemon Legends. Okay, guys, Pokemon Legends is a one of the best Pokemon games, one of the best new Pokemon games they've made. And Pokemon was in a rut, I believe. They didn't want to change any of their mechanics. They didn't want to try anything new. I dislike Pokemon Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun. And then, yeah, I think this opens the doorway to making way better Pokemon games. I just pre-ordered Pokemon Scarlet. I'm excited. But I'm going to put this at A, because it was really a fun game. Kingdom Hearts 1. Great game, wonderful game, beautiful music. Who didn't burn a CD of all that music when they were a kid and just listen to it over and over again? I'm gonna put that A. It's a good game though. Legends of Mana will go to B. Good game, loved it, but Secret of Mana is better than Legends of Mana in my opinion, and it's gonna go with A. Okay. Nobody knows of this game. No one talks about it. I loved this game when I played it. Very creepy. Yes, the mechanics are a little, the controls are clunky, but I thought the story was really good. I think this is going to be an A, and I'm running out of room. Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age. This is some of the most memorable characters in a Final Fantasy game. A, definitely. Final Fantasy 13. Now, these characters, it's like the total opposite. Some of these characters is just blah. The main character, to me, needed a little bit more personality. But I'm going to put that at B. My opinion. Sure, a lot of people are going to be like, what? Final Fantasy Online. I spent so many hours playing this, so much memories. Shadowbringers had me in tears. I love that story. S, definitely S. And Pokemon Stadiums, the last one. Now, this game, my brother wasn't a Pokemon fan, but then he found out that you can level up your Pokemon on the Game Boy and bring them to this game, so he started playing it. He had Kadabra, Gengar, a lot of really awesome, amazing Pokemon, level 100, just to beat me. Yeah, it was so fun. I enjoyed it. It's a great game if you have somebody that's, like, challenging you. I'm going to put that at S, because it has really great memories. Alright, so that was it. That was all of them that I could think of on the top of my head. Yeah, if you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments, and I might do more of them. But yeah, that was fun. Alright, guys, so that was my tier list. If you like this and you want to see more tier lists, let me know in the comments. And if you're new, please like, subscribe, ring the bell for notification. Thank you all so much for watching. You have a good day and night. Bye-bye.